Great. Good morning. It's May 9 and good evening for all of you joining from EMEA. Let me introduce Cristian Randieri, the director of the Kwaai EMEA chapter. Off you go, Cristian.
Hi. First, nice to meet you. I'm very happy to have all of you here today. This is our second meeting, bi-weekly public meeting of the Kwaai EMEA chapter. So happy Kwaai to everyone. Also, today I will give you a brief recall about the EMEA chapter strategy, and also I will give you two news regarding our chapter and also regarding Kwaai. We will talk about how to organize the new work groups. At the end, I will let the word to the attendants in order to let them introduce themselves. Okay, so we go. Okay. As we saw in the past meeting, the engagement of Kwaai and also the engagement of the EMEA chapter is to building a community that leverage on democratizing AI in order to advocating for responsible development. Our mission is to build a very strong and worldwide community that will work about the AI democratization concept. So in doing that, we want to recruit in our region, the EMEA region, transversal voluntary people that want to join with us. And these people should be from different sectors, for example, data scientists, developers, researchers, educators, and so on. For do that, we need also to build a very strong partnership with different institutions like academics, industry, and government in order to broad support and leverage the resources for research development and advocacy efforts. Our mission is also to keep high to the community engagement. So it will be our pleasure to conduct a regular virtual public meeting and also to organize work group and in-person summits to facilitate collaboration, knowledge sharing, and brainstorming session with all the community. And lastly, but not less important, the open source development in order to embrace the open source principles to foster transparency, inclusivity, and collective innovation in AI development in the overall EMEA region. In order to do that, I suggest to everyone to spread the message, to just go to the Kwaai website and try to share the message by inviting other person to join with us simply by clicking in the kwaai.a/signup, where you will be able to fill a document when you submit your request to join with us. There is no cost, all is free, and we will wait you in our community. Okay, as I introduced it before, one of our goal is to develop the concept of research and development in terms of fundamental research, personal AI operating system, privacy enhancement, conversational interface, and also green AI. Each of these fields are very important for us, and we believe that with our community we can build a very strong sense of community in order to advocate for these missions. Okay, what is our communication mission and outreach? Essentially to have a public awareness campaigns. So we will launch educational campaigns to raise awareness about the societal implication of AI, Also, we are working by media engagement because we believe that to collaborate with media outlets to amplify Kwai's message and share such stories. Also, the global collaboration, it's important for us because we believe that to foster international collaboration with like-minded organizations and initiatives can be a very big force for the whole community. And lastly, the stakeholder engagement, as I told before, with the industry, academia, government, civil society, and all the public sector that we can reach all together. We are going to launch the ambassador program. The ambassador program essentially is a missions for who want to join and want to expand the Kauai reach, foster local communities, and drive engagement. So, who want to attend to this program that is in building process can subscribe and to try to send a message directly to me or through the Kauai website, and we will keep update about. You will see my Kwaai email in the last slide of this presentation. Actually, we are building 3 EMEA chapter work groups. The first is the policy group for the EMEA region that would analyze the diversity in terms of regulatory landscapes and policy challenges and opportunities related to emerging technologies such as AI within the EMEA region. The second group is the Agritech Innovation Group that will focus on leveraging AI and emerging technologies to address challenges in agriculture, with a particular emphasis on the EMEA region. And lastly, the cross-disciplinary collaboration group that have as mission to promote and encourage interdisciplinary collaboration by bringing together members from different academic disciplines or professional backgrounds. So, as I told before, these groups are in building. We need to organize them in the best way that we can. So, who want to attend to this group is welcome. Another mission for us is the dissemination and events missions in order to encourage active participation and feedback from the community, and also to building a sense of ownership in order to build a sense of membership, in order to make this mission much more inclusive and interactive as possible. I am happy to announce our first dissemination milestone for the Kwaai EMEA chapter. And essentially, we will do the first in-person conference as guest in Palermo in the 24th May at 4 p.m. Rome time. We will be guests at the set of the regional, the Sicilian Regional Parliament, and our topic discussion will be about AI, open science, and the democratization process of AI. We will be involved me, Reza, and also Afshin. So it will be a very good opportunity for everyone that can that would like to attend, and also to spread our message from Italy. Okay. Another news is the Kwaai Beta program that you can find directly in the Kwaai websites. Essentially, you need to write kwaai.ai/beta. And this program is a very strong and powerful idea that we want to spread over the world, and essentially want to get involved with academics in order to share through them and with them our knowledge. This is a closed beta. By the way, you need to submit a form with all the details, and we will contact you, and we will try to find an engagement in order to carry out together these missions. Essentially, we have as objective to bring a cutting-edge personal AI to campus, to test personal AI use cases in academia through virtual teacher assistant, also by the Ask the Professor tools, and to help steer and refine personal AI platform. From the user objective, we want to build a personal AI assistant in only 3 clicks. For example, what does it look like, a face or no face? What does it sound like, pick a voice, create its own knowledge, perhaps a course of curriculum or your reading, and so on. So essentially, for attend to these beta programs, campus should guest and offers an hosting service with all the characteristics that you can read in the slide. Essentially, a minimum of a server that is able to manage AI algorithms in order to put this server on service for all the community, and also a minimum of bandwidth per person in order to let this server works over the world. So this is a very nice program, a nice starting point in order to put together the world of academics and the idea of democratizing AI. So as we are at the end, this is only the beginning, as I said before, and the new idea is always welcome. And who want to be directly in touch with me can do it by my Kwaai email. That is Cristian@kwaai.ai.
Yeah,
So
there's a slight typo in that email address. Have a look. If you just
sorry.
if you go back to that previous slide, there's a typing error in the email address.
Sorry.
There we go.
Yes.
AAI.ai.
Yeah. Yes, is sorry. Sorry, is
It's no problem.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, so now let's go to introduce the new attenders who want to. Sorry, I should go out from my presentation.
Cristian, perhaps I can say a few words on the beta program and
Yeah, sure.
the groups. Okay, let me of a couple of things. First, I'm going to share my screen,
Sure.
and I'm going to share this one. Here's how you can help on promoting the Palermo talk. You can find the event in LinkedIn. So where will you find that event? I'm going to send you a link to it. I'll share. I'll copy the link, and it's now in the browser, in the chat box. Okay. So it turns out that you can promote this yourself. You simply go to the share button here, and you say invite. And now you get presented a whole selection of your first level contacts. And you can say, well, I really want to only focus it on people who are in Italy. So you select Italy, show results. Now it shows your first level contacts that are in Italy. You can see I've invited everyone here. You see Giovanni is actually accepted, but Giovanni can now go and invite, you can invite 1,000 people. So 1,000 of your first level contacts. So you simply scroll this down and you just keep scrolling until it stops scrolling. And then you click check, and you click invite, and off you go. LinkedIn allows each of us to invite up to 1,000 people to an event. And you can do that invitation every 5 days. I think it maxes you out after 1,000 for 5 days, and then it resets. So please, everyone, do that. Let's make sure that the Palermo event is well populated. Cristian, can you tell me, is there going to be a streaming link so that people can follow the presentation online?
It should be, but the conference locally will be translated in Italian for the local attendance. So I don't know exactly if for the remote connection they will provide a translation in English.
Well, that's fantastic. Once you find that link, you can always post it here.
Sure, of course.
In a comment,
Sure.
That's good. This is also great lead generation, because you can look at all the people that have clicked that they're going to attend, and those are potential candidates for coming to join Kwaai. So it's worth reaching out to them, especially if they're in your region, and say, hey, come and join us. Well, look, we're preaching to the choir here. A lot of people are part of our group already, but hey, here's a fellow, Chris Rovtar. What's he doing? He lives in Como now. I didn't know that. I know him from the US. This is the way that we can use the tools to spread the message. Okay, so that's one thing I wanted to talk about. The other was, I'm going to share this tab instead. If you go to the Kwaai website, you'll see this is the beta page. So home, and then the next tab is beta. Okay, so we plan to launch a beta program in Q3 in EDU, in academia. So any university or college or any academic institute can host the beta program. And if you want to play with it, you can click on this one. This is the virtual teacher's assistant. It's currently loaded with the course curriculum of an English professor at a college very close to mine. In fact, I know the professor really well. Her name's Professor Ruth Rassool, my wife. And so this is an example of a student-facing interface, but it's owned by the professor. So you can preload it with your course curriculum material. You can even preload it with all of your textbooks you're writing. And the important thing is that you own the intellectual property of this. The college does not. So this is using AI as your tools of the trade. It's very important to hold on to your own intellectual property and not surrender that to your employer. Now, that might be actually part of your contract. You might already have your contract with your employer says your employer owns your intellectual property, anything you've created. However, that's not the state in the US, for instance, for adjunct professors who are only reimbursed for classroom time. The course material is stuff they have to produce on their own, and it's their intellectual property. So this is an important philosophical point, and it encapsulates the mission of Kwaai. Okay, so as you can look at the details, and here is the sign up button. And we only put this out less than 2 days ago, and we've already had 4 universities sign up. So we're looking for about 20, maybe 30 colleges, universities, and colleges to sign up, and we'll see where that goes. That'll be great. So the beta will run during the quarter Q3, and we hope we're going to learn from that and be able to refine the product so that we can release it for general availability in Q4. Okay, there is one thing we were going to talk about: work groups. Let me show you what we're doing in here's a page that's not been published yet, but it's on the website if you know the URL, and I'm showing it to you now. And this is the work groups page. This is where we lay out all the work groups. So there is impersonal AI. We've got, in fact, 3 work groups that we hope to converge. There's the work group working on the front end, the agent, working on the operating system, the back end. And here are the contacts and where the GitHub repo is, and a demo, and the calendar event for the weekly meetings, the work group meetings. So I expect these for every single work group. So these are 3 on personal AI. There's 1 on fundamental AI research. There's 1 on policy, and there's 1 on back office automation. And so the 3 work groups that you mentioned, Cristian, will populate these. And this will be a go-to location for people to go to in order to figure out how they can participate. Each of the work groups should have an issue backlog. So this is a list of things that the owner says, I need these things done. And so volunteers can come along and pick an issue, and there should be sufficient information for them to be able to move that forward. Right. So I think I'll stop sharing there. Back to you, Cristian.
Okay. Thank you, Reza, for the detailed explication. Sorry for my email. So it's Cristian@kwaai.ai.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So now it's time to let the attendants to present themselves. So who would like to talk is welcome. So please introduce yourself. Just few words. You don't need to be shiny. So please raise your hand. Okay. But I don't see who raises the hand. Okay.
Well, you know we're going to pick on you if you don't raise your hand.
I don't see who raised the hand. Okay. I see a payroll service.
Well, it's
welcome.
Google account.
You appears and disappears as a ghost.
Yeah. You're vanishing before our eyes. It's like Star Trek. You remember when the transporter was malfunctioning?
Transfer in process, in progress.
Perhaps I'm an AI myself.
You need more energy in order to.
Perhaps come closer to your camera.
That's okay. Anyway, I'm Terence from the island of Malta. It's very close to Italy, for those who don't know.
Try to stay more close to the camera.
Studied AI for a very long time ago, and I started to get interested again lately, especially since I did a lot of studies in NLP about 35 years ago.
What is your name?
I'm Terence Ajus.
Okay.
So
thank you. Maybe you can type your name in the chat so that we can. And are you a member of Kwaai? Have you signed up?
Yes.
Okay. So let me have a look. And okay. And did you get your Slack invitation yet?
I did. I also joined one of the groups this morning to start seeing the backend, which is my biggest interest.
Okay. Well, that's great. Okay, so Terence. Okay.
Okay. So welcome.
Right?
So
thanks.
The next one, please. Who want to introduce himself?
Can I? Giovanni.
Hi, Giovanni. So
Hi.
let's go, please.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I have been to several meetings, and today I'd like to introduce myself to all the members of the organization. My name is Giovanni Masi. I would like to apologize for my English, which isn't fluent yet. I hope to improve soon in the area. I'm a computer engineering with over 20 years of experience in the information technology sector. My career began as a program analyst at an Italian company, where I was responsible for designing and developing software in web and client-server environments. Later, I focused on managing the company's technological infrastructure, particularly on cybersecurity and managing systems such as Blade, Center, VxRail, Windows, and Linux server, LAN, switch, surveillance system, and VoIP. I played a key role in the implementation and migration of the company ERP system and made a significant impact on the transition to Industry 4.0. Integrating advanced technologies such as IoT, network, artificial intelligence, big data, robotics, and automation into production processes. For several years, I have been researching artificial intelligence, a field I find incredible, fascinating, and one that's revolution our way of living and working, bringing innovative solutions and significant improvement to various sectors. I collaborate with Professor Cristian Randieri in a research group focused on artificial intelligence, specializing in developing machine learning algorithms and models. Moreover, I work as a teaching assistant and thesis advisor at eCampus University, where I lead the student group working on experience thesis in machine learning and metaverse. Our key research project includes developing NLP technologies using LSTM, transformers, and pre-trained the network like BERT, SBERT, Llama, and GPT, as well as CNN. This year, I had the privilege of teaching an artificial intelligence course of engineers. During the course, I shared my knowledge of machine learning and deep learning with my engineers, demonstrating a practical example of how to develop advanced model in Python. With that said, I'd like to share some personal reflection. I believe that the skill and experience of each member of the Kauai team are crucial for the company's growth and innovation. I firmly believe in the democratization of artificial intelligence, a goal that seeks to counter the dominance of IT giants and distribute opportunities more fairly in this revolutionary field. For this reason, I wholeheartedly support the idea of creating a team of volunteers, developers dedicated to building an open source system, a personal AI system capable of redefining fields like healthcare, education, and home management. It's clear that Kauai is a pioneering company in developing artificial intelligence solutions, aiming to revolution how we interact with technology. Kauai envisions a future where personal AI is not just a tool convenience, but a daily ally that enriches every aspect of life. Kauai has an ambitious goal to develop intuitive, adaptable, and ethical AI system designed to learn and grow in harmony with the user, simplifying daily tasks and strengthening in the human-machine connection. To achieve this goal, Kauai is working on a series of revolutionary technology innovation, solid point, vector data, database and rank, semic knowledge and support, OpenAI, etc., etc. Kwai's impact on society and industry is significant. Its initiatives promise to improve accessibility, personalized education, and increase work efficiency, transforming daily interaction with the technology and overcoming traditional barriers. Looking to the future, Kwaai aspires to create an ecosystem where personal AI enhances quality of life, harmoniously integrated into daily routine and enriching them with unexplored possibilities. We should embrace this technology as a significant opportunity for progress, not fear it. Artificial intelligence should be seen as an extension of our compatibility, enhancing human intelligence rather than replacing it. This technology can offer support in crucial fields like healthcare, industry, tourism, and urban mobility, where the quality of AI outputs directly depend on the precision of input data. Data quality is crucial for this effectiveness. In the job market, the introduction of AI represents a transformation, not a threat. The technology will modify some professional routes, but also create a new ones, requiring the development of new skill. That's why many companies are investing in a training program where workers can learn and adapt to the new market demands. In conclusion, adapting AI doesn't reduce as the mere task sector. Instead, it gives us the change to grow and evolve professionally. AI keeps us young, curious, and continuously learning, harnessing its potential to improve not just how we work, but also the quality of your daily life. I'm excited to collaborate with the team to develop innovative technologies that can benefit our winter community. Thank you all for this important opportunity.
Thanks so much.
Okay, Giovanni, thank you very much for your very long presentation. We appreciate your efforts, and we hope that you will give a very great contribution in our work groups. Reza, what do you think about? We start very good.
I hope my colleagues is correct. I hope, because
Giovanni, you are like generative AI. I think Cristian gave you a very small prompt, and you gave him back an essay.
It's okay. It's okay. So
that's great.
The next one is someone. So just a short presentation. Your name, what do you do in life, or what is your objective in Kwaai? Okay, Roberta. So welcome, Roberta.
Thank you. Let me introduce myself. I am Roberta Di Tarosa, and I am a thesis student in computer engineering under the guidance of Professor Randieri. I thank the professor for the invitation, and I have the pleasure of meeting Afshin that I meet in Ortigia. I work in a healthcare company, and I collaborate with other students, with the professor, to make science now. Very interesting initiative, and I followed the presentations with interest. I am interested in artificial intelligence, particularly the application of AI on genetics and the bioprinting studies conducted by ESA. I believe that knowledge should be able to everyone, and I hope to be able to contribute with us.
Thank you very much, Roberta. You're welcome.
Roberta, have you signed up yet already? Are you a member of Kwaai? Have you?
you should subscribe into Kauai website to fill the document so we can let you join into the Slack channel so you can be an active member. So,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay. Yeah, you know, if you let me just say, if you sign up, you can sign up as an observer, and then you can that just gets you to the weekly public meetings. If you sign up as a volunteer, then you get a Slack account and you can participate in the work groups. And of course, the GitHub repositories are available to everyone, whether you sign up or not, but you don't get the sort of ability to talk to everyone through Slack and access to the other material. Okay, look forward to having you on board, Roberta.
Okay, so the next one should be Walter, right? Okay, please go ahead.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for inviting me, and thanks for giving me the possibility to express myself. I'm just a student. I met Professor Randieri at eCampus University, and I've been honored to meet Dr. Beheshti at Syracuse event at the conference, which was very interesting and full of new motivations for myself. So I've just got a lot of energy to improve my studies in the AI field. So that's what I want to do. I want to continue studying, of course, continuing my job. And I hope to continue with Professor Randieri some studies or the thesis for the next year. And maybe joining my work with you and having some inspiration and going all together for the best. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Walter. I suggest already to you to subscribe to the Kwaai. Okay, so the next one is Andrea that raised his hand manually. So,
Yeah, because the Google Meet said me that I does not need to push on the button, but
okay.
you recognize if I raise my hand. So I tried.
Okay, so let's go.
Yeah, just a question. I'm trying, as Reza suggests us, to invite all my network in LinkedIn, but there is a way in order to select all my first level, for example, and not select one by one manually.
You have to, if you slide the slider all the way down and then click on it, it will select. But there's no one easy. You actually do have to slide.
Yeah, I know, man.
It's painful.
One by one, I have some hundreds of contacts.
Yeah. I've got 12,000
to disseminate as much as possible this event, but
it's a very
hard.
bad user interface. Yeah, that particular one. Yeah.
Anyway, I present myself. I am working with the AI fields since a lot of years, and I'm really passionate and use my free time in order in the night and the weekend, probably because I am involved with, as an engineer in a company, in a consultant company, and I like this project very much in order to because I believe in democracy also, and often we have a lack of democracy because such type of technology often follow other roads, the business reason. So I thank you, Reza, and thank you all of you in order to create such type of initiative, and thank you all, and finish my presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Andrea.
Okay. So There is someone else that want to introduce himself.
Just a question. This event will be reachable from online, of course. Will be transmitted.
The Palermo event.
Yes.
I think so, but I wait them that they will share me the related links. But I need to understand if there will be a translation service for the remote connection, because by presence we will have 2 translators for the Italian attendance. By the way, the Reza voice and Afshin voice will be translated in real time in Italian. But I need to ask if they will do the contrary, by the way, when I will talk in Italian, if they will translate in English. But I will give you much more information when I will get that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So someone else?
There are a few people that have not spoken. There's Concetta, there's David, there's Filippo, there's Giuseppe, there's Luigi. Who else has not spoken? Did Maria speak? And
can I introduce myself?
Yes,
sure.
Great.
Of course.
Hi to everyone. I apologize for the late because I joined the meeting too late, but I was busy doing something else. I'm very pleased to have reached this meeting, but I completely tabula rasa. I don't know if do you know this expression, but I don't know anything about artificial intelligence. I graduated in IT engineering, but I studied another field, network administrator. So this is a very interesting field because it's evolving and exploding in these last times. I thank you, Professor Randieri. I finishing the master degree, and I aspiring to be a thesis student with Professor Randieri, and I'm trying to be involved in this kind of studies. I can't. It's very difficult for me to reach this context because I don't know anything about it. So sorry, I'm only orienting in this field. I'm very curious, and it's very interesting to see that there are many people involved in this particular field. And while I use GPT instead of other artificial intelligence engines, I use it without having the perception of all of those work in this kind of stuff. So it's very, very interesting to know, even if in the basic. I work for I'm working for the National Research Council of Italy, and in other field, history institute, but nothing. Who knows?
This
who knows?
This is very positive because also I introduced before we have a transversal working group. So you're welcome. By the way, we need to collaborate from different fields of science in order to try to advocate for the AI democracy, because the democracy is for everyone, not just for scientists or who know AI in depthly way. So your participation is welcome, and thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you to you. And I only add another thing. I'm very ignorant, so I would like to go in deep to see if there is any possibility to apply all these studies to the fields in which I have more confidence. Thank you very much.
Sure, of course, because we need to spread a different message, not only democracy, but, for example, ethics, for example, to try to engage people in the right way, in the right usage of AI. So, to your study, I believe that can be a very starting point for leverage on different point of view that maybe are very far from our point of view, but can be complemented with our point of view. This is the strongness of our community, to build new idea, to let be open to everyone. So thank you again.
Thanks, Luigi.
And this is one thing I wanted to add too, is that, you don't have to have an AI background, as Cristian said. Having the out of the box thinking is also another thing, right? You bring Luigi, you bring a different whole field, as Cristian said, into us. So how does AI apply to your field? There's another app that we could form a subgroup, and Reza we can form, and Cristian we can form a subgroup to develop an app specifically to address your work environment, and your needs. Now that'll help hundreds of millions of other people in the world too. So
Exactly.
Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
And also represent also a very good opportunity in order to fill your competency gap and share your competency with us. So the best team to create a brainstorming is to have a very different competencies in the group.
Sure.
So thank you.
Kwaai is going to spread a new message, to break all the black box that was consolidated over decades, but not also in science, in a common life. We are a movement. We are much more ahead. So we want to grow up in the best open way. So this is the message from us. So thank you again. Someone else want to introduce himself?
Well, we've not heard from a few people. I think Andrea Paulina just joined. We've got Concetta, we've got David, we've got Filippo, not spoken yet. And then we've got some people from the US. I know Steve Vitka, not normally this silent, Steve. And then Thomas Box, also from the US, has joined. And Maria Giovanna. Okay.
I know a lot of them, maybe they are a little shiny, so maybe next time we will have a chance to hear their voice here too.
Understood.
Okay.
So Luigi, you said, do I understand the term tabula rasa? I actually studied Latin for 5 years, so that is my introduction to Italian. But actually, I had an earlier introduction to Italian. You can tell from my accent, I'm not from the US. I grew up in London, but I was actually born in Cape Town in South Africa. And the ocean liner, in fact, the word Kwaai comes from the tip of Africa. It means cool. It means angry. It means wild. It's like the word the sick in sort of US hip hop culture has got two meanings. So the ocean liner that brought us from the tip of Africa to England was an Italian ocean liner, and it would change crew at Naples. So I actually been to Palermo when I was 8 years old. I also went to Malta. So Terence, thanks so much for being my other Maltese contact. The ocean liner went. Now the ocean liner's name, it was the Achille Lauro. I wonder if you recall that boat. Okay, the ill-fated Achille Lauro. We weren't on that ill-fated trip, but a few years later, it was not a nice place to be in. So I wish I could have been in Palermo personally. I'm still trying to find a way if I could maybe get it to work out. But otherwise, I'm going to be dialing in remotely. It's so great that the EMEA chapter, the first chapter where we're trying to globalize the movement, actually is headquartered in Italy. I think that's just wonderful. And I hope to come out there personally. Look, the way you can join, the way you can participate is by signing up. And when you sign up, you get the ability to network with a lot of critical thinkers in the AI space. This is a rich vein of talent in the network, and you've got to connect, join Kwaai, and insert yourself in the conversation. Be a bit sort of pushy, and there's a lot to learn. You'll come away smarter than when you joined. We are moving the industry. The movement is growing. Let me just show you a slide here, and this one share. So this is the traction so far. And it's quite impressive. We started the movement less than a year ago. In fact, we've had our 40th weekly public meeting. So we maybe we started at the end of summer last year, and we formed Kwaai. It's a non-profit, and we formed a board, and we're now at about 370 members. We're actually doubling each quarter. You can see this curve is picking up, and when we value the contribution of all of the participants, it's coming in at a considerable amount. Of course, this is volunteer hours, but we're doing meaningful things. We're working on personal AI, we're doing fundamental AI research, and we're working on drafting policy. So those are the three work tracks. So you're part of a growing movement, and you're in at the ground floor because this movement's going to grow even bigger. I want to show you where we intend to go. Okay, so we started in 2023. We're going to grow the organization. Our growth plans for this year is to reach 1,000 volunteers. I think we're going to blow through that before the year's up. 10 EDU affiliations. So that, through the beta program, we're going to exceed that. 5 corporate memberships. We haven't started reaching out to corporations yet, but we have 1 corporate member already. And that is a later on phase. Launching an EMEA chapter. Well, you're in the EMEA chapter, so check. Pat yourselves on the back. We hope the EMEA chapter will reach 200 volunteers by the end of the year. Cristian's got much bigger goals for this. We want to strengthen our board. We're holding summits and a hackathon series. We've already had 2 summits. Where are we along the development? Well, we developed the personal AI proof of concept. You can go and play with it on the beta webpage. We want to, in Q3, release that in the form of a beta, and then release the operating system and hope for general availability in Q4. We have also got a research track and a policy track, but you can see here 80% of our activity is spent on that. So you're part of a growing movement. I want to thank you all for participating, and look forward to your contributions in our work outputs, in code, in research, or in policy. Thanks so much.
Okay, thank you, Reza. For me, it's the same. Thank you for everyone to be here today and to share your message with us. It is always a pleasure to be with all of you. So thank you again, and hope to see you on the next EMEA chapter meeting. Thank you very much. Happy Kwaai Day.
Happy Kwaai Day.
Bye.
Bye.
Kwaai EMEA Day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Reza, sorry.
Yes.
Reza?
I'm here.
Yeah, sorry, no, very, very curious because I've been in Cape Town last September and it was very interesting. This coincidence, but out of the lines. Okay, thank you very much for the
Thank you.
meeting.
Thanks so much, Luigi.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Professor Randieri. See you. Bye.
You're welcome. Thank you to you. Bye-bye.
Bye.